Our next question is, how are you using safer recruitment when employing staff and volunteers in your organisation?
Well, safe recruitment is vital, and that's another drum that I bang quite regularly. We say that a DBS isn't enough, and having a welfare officer is not enough. You need to make sure that your volunteers are recruited following our safe recruitment procedures, that you do seek references, that you do have an application form that they've completed, that you do have a personnel file that relates to that person, including emergency contacts. And, we're not asking for a CV, but we do need to understand why that person is applying for the role, and also follow up on any references that are provided. That's vital, asking for references, but not following them up. And it's a simple questions can be asked, such as, I don't know, Maggie Smith is applying for a role where she will be working with young children. Is there any reason why you would not think she's a suitable applicant to hold this role as a volunteer? And we would expect people to, share any information. So there is a process in place, and all our clubs are expected to follow that. It's very clear in our safeguarding policy what those steps are. And we often do dip check on that to make sure that things are taking place. And so I'm confident that our clubs and our other organisations have a very good understanding what safe recruitment means.
Absolutely. And because you said that it's mostly volunteers that run the clubs, you said that sport wouldn't be able to run without its volunteers. I think that sometimes, unless you as the safeguarding lead are specific in saying that although these are volunteers, they still need to go through the rigorous checks that we would give any of our staff members, that's a really important message, isn't it?
Oh, definitely. I mean, even we're down to the coaching team. I mean, a lot of coaches in our clubs are volunteer coaches. Normally, they've gone through grants and funding available to get them the qualifications to coach. And maybe on some occasions, their personal expenses are met. But on the whole, they're volunteer coaches as well. So therefore, they need to understand their responsibility about being in a position of trust. And nobody escapes safe recruitment based on the role they hold. It's applicable to everybody, regardless of what role you hold, whether you're a volunteer, whether you are a paid, which is very, very rare in our sport, coach. Everybody must follow the safe recruitment procedures, because it's one of the questions that, in the event of something going wrong, well, tell me what you know about this person. And if it's referred to the authorities will always ask those questions, either the police or social services. What do you know about this person? And to turn around and say nothing would be very, very disappointing. And, it's a lack of owning up to your responsibility when you are recruiting people within clubs.